He blocked me. What a f***ing loser. Literally, what a f***ing loser.
Okay, go! Ow, ow, ow.
He wants to marry me.
Gentlemen, welcome back. I hope you're doing well as always, accomplishing what you need to get done in the day. And, well, we got another compilation for you, and this one's on regretting hookup culture. I gotta start off by saying, my gosh, these first few women are just so immature, and, I guess it's no wonder they're not having a good time dating. They're not taking it seriously enough. It's just the worst when you want to take things serious and, they aren't, so you gotta be careful with how much energy you put out. Definitely sniff it out. Either way, let's get into the compilation.
Situationship can feel so much harder than some normal breakups. If you're going through it, I feel for you. I've been there. I'm Kimberly, a relationship coach. Give me a follow if you need help navigating your love life.
I'm not, but I'm gonna do it in like 5 seconds. Here goes. The woman thought that they had a deeper connection, and it wasn't the case, so they led themselves on, and it's their fault. Be clear if you're in a relationship or not from the get-go. Let's go.
1, the roller coaster effect of it made you have such intense feelings for them when you were at the high. 2, it took up a lot of your emotional energy, just so much time thinking about them and what you could have done differently and what you could have said and just all the confusion surrounding it. And 3, after holding out hope, it never turned into a relationship. And so the end makes you feel a little ridiculous and feel like the grieving isn't justified. And it also doesn't help that they seem completely unbothered, which further invalidates how you feel.
Hey guys, I can't believe I'm making this.
Yeah, not everything's about you, and that's what you need to understand. I think it's something that men inherently understand because we're treated quite poorly in general, but let's go on. So unflattering. Move your freaking head back from the camera.
Video, but today we're going to be showing you what I'm giving back to my situationship because we're done. To start off,
Slow down. Stop taking those double espresso matcha lattes. Chill out.
I'm gonna give back his house key because I don't need to walk in anymore. There's no reason for that. I'm giving back the jewelry that he got me for my birthday. So he got me a princess ring because he always called me princess, and then he got me a necklace because I was like, I want a fucking necklace for my birthday. The birthday card that he got me. And then for Christmas, I told him I didn't want anything. He got me sweaters that he already had that he didn't really wear anymore. I'm giving back both his sweaters that he gave me. His favorite crew neck. It's a black crew neck. And then his mom, for Christmas, got me a card because she loves me and she made me cookies. Her cookies were very good. They were chocolate chip. Next, I was having a bad day one day and then he wrote me this letter. He typed it out. I'm not going to show it, but he typed it out, wrote it in a letter, and then got me a squishmallow because I was having a bad day. But he doesn't like me like that, so it's okay. And then for Valentine's Day, he got me heart-shaped chocolates and a bouquet of 12 roses. But he doesn't like me like that, so it's okay. We're not getting into a relationship now. I need Jesus or therapy session. If my ex situationship sees this, I wish you the best. I really hope that rash clears up. And I think you gave me chlamydia.
Hi, guys.
All right, I didn't see that coming. Yeah, go get tested. Oh, holy shit. All right, let's come back down to earth. Yeah, this girl needs some therapy. But then again, it almost makes me seem like we could all use therapy because we keep on doing this crazy thing to each other where we don't make our intentions clear enough, and it just ends up hurting people. And this one is just super messed up from it. Cheers to the guy, I guess. He's probably out having much more fun, but we just be clear. Oh, damn. Let's go on.
Guys, it's really dark here. I'm sorry. I've got my candles. We had a huge ice storm today, and I haven't had my power now since 1 p.m. So That's why it's so dark. Anyways, I'm just addressing this comment. I don't really fully understand it. I think what you are trying to say is that in this day and age, everyone's hooking up with everybody, I think. And perhaps that's true. And if single people, you know, want to hook up, whether they're male or female, with anyone of the opposite sex, it's none of your business. It's none of mine. And you know what? They're not hurting anybody. They can do what they want, whatever makes them happy. That video, though, was about married men. There's a big difference between single people sleeping around and married men and or women sleeping around. Wouldn't you agree? I don't know.
I want to share.
Yeah, that's a huge problem. Men, type out your response clearly, because that made my head hurt trying to read that through. He was kind of like trying to do a Myron Gaines there, where like, well, 10% of men are sleeping with all the women. Like, yep, try it. There you go. And oh, this woman's gravelly ass voice wasn't doing her any favors. Let's move on.
Why I stayed in my situationship for as long as I did. And I feel like a lot of women are going to be able to relate to this. I was waiting for the man to come back that I had first met. What I mean by that is the first month or so of me being with my situationship, things were perfect. And we all know how it feels when at some random point he starts to pull away and you can feel the energy shift. That first month that we were together, I finally got to experience what it was like having a boyfriend without the official title. And as time went on,
it wasn't a relationship. You were dating. You know, before I was just like, oh, I had like the shred of sympathy. Not anymore. No.
he stopped showing those behaviors. As this started going on more and more and longer, I did actually call my situationship out on it. And he blamed it on a bunch of life circumstances that he had going on, which, me being a very understanding person and empathetic person, I was like, oh, okay, this is fine, I'm sure.
Yeah, that makes sense, but also the honeymoon period ends, and it's on two people to keep that flow going, that, like, loving energy, the good times. And if somebody feels like they're doing more effort than the other and they don't talk about it, it usually ends up in breakup. But
once this rolls over, that things will go back to normal. So after 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, it still wasn't going back to normal. And I was just holding on to any bit of hope that was left in me that I would get to experience the man that he was when I met him that first month. And unfortunately, I never got to see that again. And I know that people are like, oh, well, if you really knew your worth, you would have walked away earlier. Yeah, maybe I would have.
Yes. And this guy would have done the same thing. If he was getting bored, he should have broken up with you in that month. People need to evaluate their relationships more properly. Again, this wasn't a relationship. He was just dating you. You didn't have a formal relationship, but...
But at the same time, like I said, this is the first man that I had ever genuinely felt a true connection with, and I was not willing to let it go that easily. There's obviously other reasons why I stayed with my situationship for as long as I did, but I would say this is the number one reason why. I think what hurts the most about this is that I finally felt so wanted and chosen by someone within that first month, and then as that time kept going on, I kept losing myself more and more because I was essentially chasing to get that.
Don't care. Let's move on.
The only way that
people don't feel the same way about each other sometimes. That's just how it goes. You're not all there, sweetheart. Let's go.
y'all can be in each other's lives is if you guys are just friends, because you know you can't get back together with them, but like you also don't want to lose them forever because you have so much history and you guys were friends for so long. And so you try to be friends, and then quickly you both are falling back into old habits and the lines are getting blurry because you're like, we're not acting like friends, but we're calling each other that. And so then you're the one that's getting hurt, you're the one that's still emotionally attached and in love, and they seem to be completely fine. If you can relate, I wrote a song called Emotionally Invested, and it comes out next Friday. You can completely.
And
I
I
actually used
don't
to-
care. I'm not letting you plug whatever crappy track you're putting out. Yikes, man. Yeah. This brings back the whole men and women shouldn't be friends thing, because one has more expectations for the other than the other, and it causes friendships to end. The only female friends I have are those that are in a relationship with my boys, and I'm not even good friends with them. I just keep up conversation with them because I have to. That's it. There's no real point for me to be friends with any women anyways, so whatever. Don't do it. Just don't waste your time. On.
never care about never having had a boyfriend until I met my situationship. It's kind of like one of those you don't know what you're missing out on until you get to experience it type of situation. I've talked about this many times before, but when I was with my situationship, I truly felt like I finally got to experience what it would be like to have a boyfriend. Which is another reason why I stayed with him for so long, because it's like after waiting my entire life to experience those little things that we did together, I was like, I don't want to let this go. And since ending things with him, my mind has been consumed with thoughts of, who's my boyfriend gonna be? Will I ever have a boyfriend? And I've felt really insecure about it.
I think this is the same chick with just different hair color. Starting to sound like a woman, different hair when it's just different hair color. But for real, I have to press on. It's the same damn person talking about the same damn thing. Oh, TikTok, how you bother me so. Well, I feel like I just rage quit that, but then again, I've been prattling on for 12 minutes and we've been listening to this. The moral of the story is, don't get in situationships. As a man, be clear on your stance in a relationship, whether you're friends with benefits, you're just casually dating, you want a long-term relationship. The earlier you set that up, the better it'll be for everybody. I get that women don't do us the courtesy and will hide their intentions as well, but hey, if we can make the dating pool better by being honest and gentlemen, that's great. Anyways, whether you listen to my advice or don't, I hope that you had a good time watching these. That last one just kind of irked me, so I had to to rage quit out. So let's get going on with our days, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you for watching as always. Always do your due diligence. Time to roll the outro. I'm out.